So error control strategies. This one. There are two strategies. So one is a FEC, forward error correction, and the second one is the ARQ, automatic repeat request. Just here, what is FER, what is FEC, what is ARQ, what are the types of ARQ, what are the advantages and what are the drawbacks. Those things you have to know. First, coming to forward error correction. Look at the first statement, error control for one-way transmission system. One-way transmission system. What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of one-way transmission? Can anyone please respond? One-way transmission system.
Either sending gaani like receiving gaani either.
Yes, suppose when you go for transmitter, you can transmit. When you go for the receiver, it can receive. That is like a simplex. It is not the transceiver. When you go for the transceivers, it can transmit and it can receive. So one-way transmitter, simply whatever you are having the general communication block diagram, digital communication block diagram. User, so the first source encoder, source encoder, channel encoder, modulator, channel, decoders, and finally destination. That is a one-way communication, one-way transmission, right? And the error controls, those are the error controlling techniques. Those are used for the one-way transmission system. Is nothing but forward error correction. So error control for one-way transmission system must be accomplished by using forward error correction. So one-way transmission, nothing but it's like a simplex, or whenever you go for the general black diagram for digital communication system. That is, look at the statement. By employing error correcting codes that automatically correct errors detected at the receiver. That means with the help of these techniques, whatever the errors are detected at the receiver, those can be corrected by error correcting codes. And tell me one thing here, automatically correct errors detected at the receiver. Now tell me one thing, is the errors are detected at the receiver end or at the transmitter end? My question is, errors are detected at the transmission end or at the reception end? In which end?
Receiver end.
Receiver. That is simple question, right? That is very simple question. That's why your point is error correcting codes that automatically correct errors detected at the receiver. So whatever the errors are detected at the receiver, those can be corrected by those can corrected automatically when you use some of error correcting codes. This is the technique of forward error correction. So the controlling of error for one-way transmission must be accomplished by using this forward error correction. That is by employing error correcting codes that automatically correct errors detected at the receiver. So the example for these FEC are magnetic tap storage systems, deep space communication systems. So these are the examples for FEC. And coming to next one, automatic repeat request, ARQ. This is for two-way transmission. So two-way transmission, nothing but transceivers. It can transmit and it can receive. That is duplex. Duplex, either half duplex or full duplex. It can transmit and as well as can receive. So error control for two-way transmission system can be accomplished using error detection and retransmission. In the first one, FEC, error correction, and coming to automatic repeat request, error detection and retransmission. Meaning of that is, whenever the error detected in the receiver side, the receiver sends some acknowledgement to the transmitter. Based on that acknowledgement, the transmitter retransmit the code. Suppose two data, first data, second data. First data was transmitted by the transmitter, that can be received by the receiver. Is there any error? Then automatically the receiver sent some acknowledgement to the transmitter. Error or no error? Suppose positive and negative. positive acknowledgement, negative acknowledgement. Whenever receiver sends the positive acknowledgement to the transmitter, no need to retransmit. But whenever receiver sends the negative acknowledgement to the transmitter, meaning of that is there is some error. Whenever transmitter receives the negative acknowledgement, then automatically transmitter can retransmit the messages. That's why automatic repeat request. Is my point is clear? Error control for, once again I'm repeating, error control for two-way transmission system can be accomplished using error detection and retransmission is called ARQ. See, here I mentioned that point. In ARQ system, when errors are detected at the receiver, a request is sent for the transmitter to repeat the message. So how many times it send the request like that? So until the message received is correctly. So until receives the correct code word or correct information, correct message, the receiver sends the request to transmitters and transmitter retransmits the messages. That is the automatic repeat request. Is it clear? Clear about this? Automatic repeat request. Whenever received code word is error, automatically receiver sends a request to the transmitter, or the transmitter retransmits the message. It is continuous until the message received is correctly. There are two types of ARQ strategies. Those two are stop and wait ARQ, continuous ARQ. ARQ nothing but a automatic repeat request. Stop and wait, continuous. So first coming to stop and wait. Here, now I'll explain that the transmitter sends a code word to the receiver and waits for a positive acknowledgement. ACK nothing but acknowledgement, positive acknowledgement or negative acknowledgement, anyone. So whenever transmitter sends the code words and whenever receiver receives the code words, the transmitter has to wait until the acknowledgement sent by the receiver. It may be either positive or negative. That means is there any error or no error? It has to wait. That's why receiver and waits for a positive or negative acknowledgement from the receiver. If positive acknowledgement is received, the transmitter sends the next code word, not the same one, next code word. If the negative acknowledgement is received, then it resends the preceding code word. So whenever transmitter receives the positive acknowledgement, it transmits the next code word. Whenever transmitter receives the negative acknowledgement, then it resends the previous code word. When the noise is continuous in the same code word, may be retransmitted several times. It retransmitted several times until receives the positive acknowledgement from the receiver. So whenever transmitter receives the positive acknowledgement from the receiver, then only transmitter signifies that okay, there is no error. Otherwise, the transmitter has to resend the code words. Clear about the stop and wait. It has to wait. It has to wait until receives the acknowledgement, either positive or negative. If positive, no problem. It moves to next code word. If negative, same code word is repeats. Is it okay? And remember one thing, same code word is repeats, but there is no chance of correcting the errors at the transmitter side. Don't think like that. Okay, whenever error is there, automatically transmitter corrects the errors and send the information. Don't think like that, because transmitter sends the exact information, no problem in the transmitter side. But whenever that is propagated through the channel, whenever that is transmitted through the channel, transmitted through the noise channel, at that time there is a chance of receiving the wrong code word in the receiver side. Is it okay? That is the stop and wait. Now coming to continuous ARQ. So once again, in the stop and wait, what happens? It has to wait until receives the acknowledgement from the receiver. But coming to continuous ARQ, it continuously transmits the code words and continuously receives the acknowledgements from the receivers. See, with this, the transmitter sends the code words to the receiver continuously and receives the acknowledgement from the receiver continuously. But a doubt is what happened whenever NAK is received. So whenever NAK is received, then transmitter begins a new transmission. That's it. In previous case, it waits It waits until receiving, until get the acknowledgement from the receiver. But coming to continuous ARQ, it continuously transmits the code words. That is first code word, second code word, third code word, continuously transmits and continuously receives the acknowledgement from the receivers. But whenever negative acknowledgement is received, then automatically transmitter begins the new transmission. Check once. Clear about this? Two types of ARQ systems: stop and wait ARQ, continuous ARQ. Simple and very, very important in the examinations. Theory questions, types of errors, and this one. Clear about this?
Yes,
And,
sir.
and finally, so which one is better when you compare with these two ARQ techniques? So continuous ARQ is more efficient than stop and wait ARQ, and it is more expensive. So more efficient and as well as more expensive. So why it is more efficient means because no need to wait, actually delay is very, very less. No need to wait for the acknowledgement. It continuously sending the code words. That's why it is more efficient. Time is very, very less to complete the transmission. And where you can use this continuous ARQ and stop and wait ARQ. Look at the second point. In satellite communication system, where the transmission rate is high and round trip delay is long, continuous ARQ is normally used. So continuous ARQ is used in satellite communication systems where the transmission rate is very, very high. So when you go for the satellite communication, most of the information has to be transmitted. So transmission rate is very, very high when you go for the satellite communication. So in those cases, you can use the continuous ARQ. And the stop and wait, look at the third point. Stop and wait ARQ is used in systems where the time taken to transmit a code word is long compared to the time taken to receive an acknowledgement. Because it has to wait to receive the acknowledgement from the receiver. That's why where the time taken to transmit a code word is very, very high compared to the time taken to receive the acknowledgement. In those cases, you have to use this stop and wait ARQ. That's why most of the cases you have to use continuous ARQ. So continuous ARQ is a more efficient when you compare with the stop and wait ARQ, right? And now I told that when you go for FEC, that is for one-way transmission, like simplex, and coming to ARQ, duplex. And here we are having, when you go for the duplex channels, half duplex and full duplex. And look at the fourth point. Continuous ARQ is designed for use on full duplex channels, and stop and wait is designed for use on half duplex channels. See, clearly I mentioned all the points. You can go through all those points. Clearly I mentioned, clearly I have written from the from various textbooks. Look at that. Look at those points. Easy. You can remember easily. Continuous ARQ on full duplex channels, and stop and wait is designed for use on half duplex channels. And coming to advantage of ARQ over FEC is that error detection is requires much simpler decoding equipment than error correction. So the decoding equipment is very, very simple when you go for the ARQ when you compare with the FEC. And ARQ is has the capability to retransmit the messages whenever there is some errors. That is the advantage of ARQ. But when you go for FEC, that facility is not available. That is that retransmitting messages facility is not available when you go for the FEC. But here it is adaptive. That means it can change. It depends. ARQ is adaptive. Adaptive nothing but changing. Adaptive in the sense that information is retransmitted only when errors occur. Whenever errors occur, then only it can retransmit. Otherwise, no need to retransmit. It can transmit the code words one by one. But whenever NAK was received, then automatically retransmits. And coming to drawback, whenever channel error is very, very high. That is, when channel error rate is high, retransmission must be sent too frequently, and the system throughput, the rate at which the newly generated messages are correctly received, is lowered by ARQ. Is it clear that point? So whenever channel error rate is high, so when you go for the ARQ, it retransmit the messages. Suppose channel error rate is very, very high, then automatically what happens? Efficiency is less. efficiency, because whenever channel is too much of having too much of errors, then automatically what happens, even if you transmit 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, if channel is very very noisy, then automatically the receiver receives the wrong code word only. That means even transmitter transmits the number of times, so each and every time the receiver receives the wrong information with error only, because the channel is too high. The channel is too high. So here transmitting of one code word one time is very good, so efficiency is more. So 2 times, okay, somewhat better. 3 times is also okay, okay. But coming to 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, so 40 times transmitting the same code word, meaning of that is the efficiency is very very less. Is it okay? Efficiency is very very less. At the same time, when you transmit the code words, if the channel is too much of noisy, then automatically the receiving of correct code words is very very less. So those two are the drawbacks for ARQ. Is it clear? So look at the statement once again. When channel error rate is high, retransmission must be sent too frequently. So many times, repeatedly you have to send the, you have to go for the retransmission, because channel error is very very high. At the same time, so you can say that efficiency is less and throughput is also less, and the rate at which the newly generated messages. So when you transmit the new message, because of the channel error, automatically receiver receives the wrong code. Receiver receives the code word with some errors. That's why correct received code word is very very less. That is the meaning of this point. Messages are correctly received is lowered by ARQ. This is only whenever channel error rate is high. If the channel error rate is low, less channel error rate, there is no problem. That is the advantage of ARQ. Whenever the channel error rate is high, there is a drawback of ARQ. Clear about this? So that's it about the error control strategies.